Hi everyone, this video is me showing you guys how to do a fishtail braid and a French fishtail braid. I mentioned in my first video that I ever made was that I wanted to do makeup tutorials and some hair. So I guess my channel is kind of all over the place, but I don't care. I'm doing what I like to do. And a lot of girls, when I do like braid tutorials, they usually have dry hair, but I, like yesterday, am getting ready for work, so I just kind of wanted to do a hair tutorial. I use heat protection even though I am not blow drying my hair using a straightener or anything, but I use the Suave. You can't really see it because the light, it's heat protection, whatever. But I use it for detangler, like, I don't know, it makes my hair detangled. And this video is also for girls who have really thick and long hair. Like, you can't really tell how thick my hair is, but like, I have a lot of hair and it's like really, really, really thick. A lot of the girls that do the hair tutorials, their hair is really thin and short. And I think that kind of hair is a lot easier to maintain and do stuff with. So I'm going to show you guys. First, I'm going to start off by just doing a regular fishtail braid and teach you. And like I said, my hair is wet. I think it's easier to do it wet when you're learning how to do something because your hair doesn't go everywhere. But anyway, so you're going to separate your hair. And I would suggest learning how to do your hair from the side first, just because you can see it. So you're going to separate your hair into two pieces and try to make them as even as possible. Okay, so you're going to take one piece. I always start with the one that's closer to my face, but you're going to take a piece from the one section and you're going to cross it over to the second section. See how it is? Like that. So you're going to combine the piece and then you're going to take hair from the piece you just put your other hair in. Okay, so you have the hair and you have the second piece and you're going to cross that second piece. So my hair's getting all knotted up. Okay, so you take that second piece and you cross it over and you just keep repeating that. So then you're going to start with the first side again. That's going to be side one, this is going to be side two. So you grab hair from the first side and you combine it over to the second side. Then you take hair from the second side. This is another hard thing about having thick hair, is your hair gets really knotty really fast. But you take hair from the second side and you combine it to the first side. And I'm not doing this perfect, but I also like my hair to look kind of like messier. I don't like it to look so perfect. So then you're just repeating that step. And when you have thin hair, you don't have to use as much hair, but when you have really thick hair like me, I use bigger chunks, so that's why I'm doing that, because it will take forever if I take, like, say this big. I mean, I've done it before and it looks really pretty, but it just takes forever. And maybe like if you have shorter hair, but I have like really long hair also, so I just keep combining and you just do that all the way down. And usually when I get towards the bottom, I start doing less chunks of hair, thinner chunks of hair, so then it, it's not so bulky, because this kind of makes it look like just regular braid. Here, I'll just do a couple of small pieces so you can see like what it would look like if you do smaller pieces. I just don't really have the time to do really tiny pieces right now, but it does look a lot prettier. But when you do smaller pieces, it kind of takes a little longer for it to come together to look how it's supposed to. But you just keep repeating those steps all the way down. Take hair from the first side and put it on the second side. And then get hair from the second side and combine it with the first side. See the difference between the thick up here and then how it's thinner. So that's how you do it, and I'll show you the finished product. I'm gonna go really fast now, just so I can get it done, because I want to show you how to do a French fishtail braid also. The French fishtail, like, I would suggest doing the regular fishtail braid until you get used to it, because it's different. A lot of people, like, once you do something for a long time, your hands will do it automatically, kind of thing. So, and a lot of people, they've known how to do a braid or a French braid for so long that they tend to try to do it the same way. Your hands are kind of already programmed to do a braid a certain way. So it's kind of takes a couple of tries to get your hands to get used to doing it like this. Okay, anyways, this is a crappy version of fishtail braid. I'm not going to go all the way down, but this is it. I'm going to take it out. Alright, and I'm going to do the French fishtail braid. Sorry, my neck is kind of hurting from turning my head like that so much. Okay, so the French fishtail braid, I usually don't part my hair this far over. Well, it usually doesn't end up being this far over, but when I do the French fishtail braid, my neck is hurting. I do that. Okay, so with the French fishtail braid, I put all my hair on whatever side I want to go on. I think the French fishtail braid, unless you're, I think doing it on the side looks a lot cuter because it'll be kind of like that. And for girls who have bangs, I would suggest like pinning them kind of back, kind of high, not where, like just like I have these little clips I just do that with, like that, just so it doesn't get in your way. But I don't have a lot of bangs and they're really long, so I'm just going to combine them and then pull them out at the end. It's up to you, however you want to do it. But anyways, you do the same thing. You grab two sections of hair, but you start up a lot higher. Okay. Wait a second. And you can start a lot higher, and I'll probably do another video where it starts like really high. But I'm just doing a quick video here. Okay, so you put it in two sides. You take hair from side 1 and you cross it over to side 2. Take hair from side 2 and you cross it to side 1. Okay, so that's how you start it. Then it gets a little harder. You start with side 1. You grab hair like a French braid and you combine it to side 1. Then you take hair from side 1 and you cross it over to side 2. Okay, so now we're on side 2. You grab hair from the back, you combine it to side 2. Just like your French braiding where you're grabbing hair, but instead of having 3 sides, you only have 2. Then you're going to grab hair from side 2, cross it over to side 1. Then you just repeat that. Grab hair to side 1, you grab hair and combine it to side 1, and then you grab hair from side 1 and combine it to side 2. Grab and combine, and then you take a little piece, cross it over to side 1, and then you repeat. Grab and combine, and then grab a little piece and cross it over to side 2, and then combine. Then combine here, and grab a little piece from the hair you just combined, cross it over to side 1. And then I just have a little piece of hair left, so I'm going to combine that to side 1. And then I'm going to take a little piece from the back, cross it over to side 2. And I'm going to have no more hair to combine. So now you're going to just continue on and do a regular fishtail braid like you learned before. So just grabbing a piece from side 2, crossing it over to side 1. Grabbing a piece from side 1 and crossing it over to side 2. And then you're just repeating the step. And like I said, I have really thick hair, so I am doing big chunks and I'm going fast. But I honestly would suggest practicing with bigger chunks, like if you have thick hair. If you have thinner hair, just do, you know, a little pieces at a time. But if you have really thick hair like me, I would suggest practicing with thick hair, or practicing with thicker chunks of hair, because it'll help you get an idea. If you use smaller pieces, you can't really see the turnout and you get confused easily. It's harder to hold on to those little pieces when you're learning. I learned how to do this on YouTube. Like if you're watching my video trying to learn, I just didn't, it took me a couple of tries doing it by myself, like kind of messing with it to figure out how to do it, because a lot of the videos, the girls don't explain it very good, or they'll do side A, side B, and you need to cross side, I don't know, just how they do it, I don't think they explain it good enough. And I mean, this makes sense to me, but my video could also not make sense to you either. So, I mean, I think how I'm doing it makes sense, but it could be very confusing. Oh, and another little thing I want to show you once you start getting better at it, this is what I like to do. So I'm just going to freeze. I like to start and I just pick little pieces out. It makes it look, that was a little too much. You just kind of pull it and it makes it look a little messier and I think cuter. Okay, anyways, so I'm going to finish on. Almost done, and now that I'm getting closer to the bottom, I'm grabbing smaller pieces. So instead of my huge chunks, I'm just grabbing small little guys. And I am about to start school for cosmetology, so I will be showing you guys like all the little tricks that I learned. But here's my finished product or whatever, and I'll show you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And like I said, I usually will grab some pieces, make it look a little messier, stuff like that. But that's how I do it, and if you have any questions, leave a comment below or message me. I would like to answer any questions I possibly can. If you have any other videos you want to see on doing hair, if I know how to do it, I will do it. But subscribe to me. See you guys later.